So, as we can see, the lovely Mk2 is back on all four wheels, which means power steering pump is fitted, all the pulleys are fitted. I've had to repaint the pulleys because I wasn't happy with them, so they're done. Power steering belt's on, power steering pressure hose is on. I just need to get a feed hose for it. Hopefully get an alternator in the next week or so I can get that on. And the next bit we're going to do just now is that bit there. So let's get on with that. We wish we were at the point to start the car, but a bit of fun. So we've got fuel in the car, which means we are getting close to starting the engine. But I need fuel in the car so I can test the K-jet system, make sure the injectors are flowing properly and the pressures are right before we can even start that thing and turn the engine over. But in order to do that, I need a battery. So we've got a battery on charge. It's not a new one, it's just an old one. What are we at the moment? Yeah, so it's charging right. So what I need to do, pardon me, is before I even put the battery on, everything's plugged in, bar a few things. Mainly stereo wiring. I need to make sure all that wiring is out the way, because I don't want to put a battery on, plug it on, and then start having this turn into a fire. So stereo wiring, just need to get it out of the way, get it all hanging out, tape up all the power wires on it, so that's not going to go wrong. Nothing wrong with the back, that's fine. I need to unplug the fuel pump and the lift pump before I turn it on, because I can't remember which relays they are, but again, I've got a fuel pipe I need to replace. Again, I don't want to turn the back ignition on and then that start chucking all my fresh Shell 97 fuel on the floor. So unplug the lower fuel pump and the lift pump, get the stereo wiring out of the way, make sure that's good. Engine bay, the alternator's not on yet, but what I'll do is just get the alternate wiring secured out of the way, some tape on it, just so that can't fall down and arc out. That's actually the main things. The rest of it is stuff that's not plugged in. It's a normal plug, so I haven't got a radiator fan on, it's just got a plug on it, but it's not going to do no harm because it can't fall and short out on anything. So a couple of things just to check, then I want to get a battery on it, do electrical tests, see what lights we've got working, stuff like that. And then once we've got that, I need to repair the fuel pipe or replace it. I can't remember what was wrong with it now, I'll have to have a look. Once I'm happy with that, and then when I prime the system up and fuel gets through, it's not to come out the fuel, it's going to go into where I want it. So once you know we've got fuel coming through there, then we can do a separate video on testing and adjusting the K-jet fuel meter head pressures and making sure the injectors are kicking out all equal amounts. So we get on with that now. I have actually got a nice new light in here above my head. I've got a LED sort of floodlight, which is making the car look even more shiny, which is good. So anyway, I'll stop jabbering and I'll get on with some electrical bits. So we've got the battery on. Again, alternator wires are out the way, stereo wires are taped out the way, pumps are disconnected, fuel going everywhere. So I've got a few bulbs missing, so I'm probably not going to get any dash lights up. But I'll sit you down and then I'll turn the ignition on, see what we've got. Hopefully got some lights coming on and some wipers. Well, I've taken the front ones off, because what I don't want is wherever that motor is, if I turn the wipers on and the wipers are in the wrong direction or spline differently, and the wipers then decide to go around that way and end up scratching all my paint out. So best thing to get them off out the way, let the window motor reset itself where it needs to be, and when it goes back to its home position, then I can put the wipers back on just to save any scratches. So I'll sit you down and then see what we got. There we go, we got lights, the engine turns. So that's pretty good, nothing's burst into flames. So I think I turned the indicators on, I was getting a buzz in. They were coming on, they weren't, but I know their bulb was good, so I think I might have got the plugs mixed around, because these have got where's the light? There we go. Those plugs down there, the white ones. I probably got those mixed around the wrong way, but that's no worries. We can diddle with that and check it. But yeah, we've got lights on, squirters are working. Turn that off. Well, that's good. Good turn up, good bonus. So yeah, now we know we've got battery power in there. Nothing's burst into flames. Obviously I'll disconnect the battery and we don't need it because it's pointless leaving it on for the moment. So now is sorting that pipe out. So the pipe on is the fuel pump feed out into the accumulator, which I think I used when I was testing the injector. So yeah, utilised it as a special tool. So I'll dig into that, see what we've got. But we got power, so that's fantastic. Much happy with that. I need to make a list to ring around what bulbs I've got, get all the bulbs in there, double check the indicator plugs because I probably got those wrong way around with the horn. So yeah, that's awesome. So as you can see, we have got that way. We've got power steering pump fitted on, the power feed pipe. That bout is just the alternator, it's just tied out the way. Power steering's all on, so that's all hunky-dory. So now we can move on to seeing if the battery works. So there we go, that's all the power steering pump fitted on. And as you saw from my last video on saving money, have a look in there and you'll see where we got this pump from. As I've got the light on, it looks like we're going for the old Windows 95 screensaver. So yeah, power steering pump's all on, as we can see. All the tubes on, just need to get a feed hose for it, and then that's that done. So, point of interest, just double checking again in the old Haynes manual, you read Bible, basic stuff in here. So we're looking at wiper arm measurements and how to set the wiper arms up. So like I said, the wipers don't go off the screen. Now if you notice here, it says that's your motor in the book, that's your arm should be. This, if you look above and the wiper pictures, is the wrong hand side, as in a left hand drive car. So what you need to do, if you've got a right hand drive car, that arm needs to be 180 degrees pointing that way, otherwise your wipers will just keep going onto the bonnet. So as we can see, we've got ours on, ignition's on, we have working wipers. Check that out. Don't know how many years it's since been had those, probably a long year, because when I bought it, it had a single wiper conversion on it. So that's cool. That's those done. Nice bit of dust. And again, we'll just pop the rear one on. Probably see it through the back. There we go. Beautiful. You can hear the motor going as well, the screen motor. So we know that works. So we've got wipers working. They're all set up, all tightened down. So that's another thing done for the electrical testing. What I'll probably do is just readjust those wipers, just drop them down a touch. So that was it for this one. Next video will probably be getting the alternator fitted in there, sorting that pipe out. Once that's sorted out, I will then do a separate video on the k-jet fueling system. So, and we've got 500 subscribers. Amazing. So thanks for everyone who's subscribed and all the positive comments. Hopefully this will be running sooner rather than later. So catch you next time. Cheers.